Hey everybody, welcome back to another exciting episode of Gardening and Crocs. Today I'm going to discuss some of the pitfalls of me as a gardener. Idea kind of got brought on by a comment that was made by Wendy Burson. I'll put her, I believe that's Gardening with Chonkers. I'll try to put her profile picture and some information down the profile, but thank you for that, by the way. But yeah, let's talk about some things that I don't typically do well in the garden, some mistakes that I have made. This should be interesting. Let's get started. Okay everybody, one of the first mistakes I tend to make in the garden, and as you can see here by all this lovely foliage, I tend to plant things a little bit close together. Now part of that is by design, so I don't end up with so many weeds. But I probably could have took these tomato plants. There's at least 5, 6 just in this little bed here. Maybe there might be 8 in that little bed. But that's just something that I need to work on, scaling that back so I still get the tomato plants in there, get the cover that I need. When I do this, I tend to crowd out other plants. Some of the things like these peppers, they get crowded out. And then they start growing in awkward, different directions towards different sunlights and whatnot. There's another pepper that really hasn't produced much, but it's being shaded out by some corn. So different things like that. Another thing that I didn't do well this summer was prune my tomato plants. I usually like to have a nice bare stalk going up, and that did not happen. Usually it helps out with blight. I got several tomatoes here that got blight on them. So yes, by doing that, I would have had healthier tomato plants. Yet another thing that I failed to do was to properly trellis up some of these tomatoes. And as you can see here, I have several that have bent over and snapped, obviously causing the demise of that plant. I would take these and I would trellis them up and have them trellised up here. I'm sure these guys would still be alive today. They would reach the top. That's mainly laziness. Yet another mistake I did. I did not do a very good job at weeding my asparagus bed. Man, I hope there's still some asparagus in there. But I need to figure out something that's gonna make this a lot easier. I do know letting all these go to seed is not a good thing for my garden. Those seeds will spread like wildfire, and I will have problems next year. Something definitely need to work on. Going even further, I let pests run rampant in my garden. I don't know if you guys seen what these grapevines look like, but the majority of these leaves look like that or like that. The grapevine is coming back. Those Japanese beetles, they were all over these grapes. Heck, I'm really surprised this little guy is coming back out of it. So, and you can see also on my Brussels sprouts here, I got several issues with cabbage moss and different things like that. Third thing I should be really not so much hard on myself for, but I am for some reasons. I don't know why. We did have some things that I did not get harvested. I walk through the garden about every day, if not every other day, and I go through and I see things that have gone to waste, and it just drives me insane. Even though I don't need to have all the harvest, I want to get as much as possible out of it as I can, but I do have extra things that just get forgotten about. A couple of things like this would be, look at those turnips. Those are huge turnips. Totally forgot that they were there. I believe these are paprika peppers. I need to get these guys out. But yeah, different things like that. Some celery that has gone to waste and yellowed and withered away. Here's a good example of one of the celery plants that's going yellow, withering away. I have butternut squashes that probably need to be harvested. I just need to get out here and be better at making do with what I got. That kind of will tie into me not needing to plant so much material, so many items. If I harvest everything, then I don't have to worry about all these items that I've planted too close together, I can spread them out a little bit better. Cabbages are another thing that I should have got to a little bit earlier, and then they start looking like that. Just need to get out and get this stuff in the house and get it processed or eat it, one of the two. So why don't you tell me, what are your mistakes that you've done in the garden? Just list them down in the comments below. Give me a few ideas on what I can do to make myself a better gardener. I know I shouldn't be hard on myself with a lot of these things, but some of these things are repeat offenses, so yes, I probably should be a little bit hard on myself. If you like what we're doing here, give us a thumbs up. Don't like what we're doing here, give us a thumbs down. Interact with me. I like being interactive. If you really like what we're doing here, why don't you click that subscribe button, click that notification bell, and whenever I send out new videos, you'll be alerted. Cheers, everybody.